Hello, I'm Keith Blount, the creator of Scapple. In this video, I'm going to show you how simple it is to use Scapple to rough out and develop your ideas. Let's start by firing up Scapple and creating a new document. The instructions in the middle of the blank canvas really tell you everything you need to get started. Double-click anywhere to create a note and drag notes onto one another to make connections. So let's try that now. I'll double-click here to create my first note, and hit Escape once I'm done to end editing. I'll add another note here. Moving notes is as easy as drag and drop. Because these thoughts are related, I want to connect them. To do so, I simply drag one note onto the other. To remove the connection, I just do the same again. You're not limited only to text notes. In the Finder here, I have an image file and an equation, which I can drag into my Scapple document like so. To resize, I just drag the edge of the image. Text files can be dragged in too. I'm asked if I want to split my imported text into separate notes, which in this case I do. To select multiple notes, I click and hold while dragging to create a marquee rectangle, which allows me to select all notes contained inside it. I can now drag to move all of these notes at once. Alternatively, I can hold Shift or Command while clicking on notes to select more than one. Scapple allows you to make different kinds of connections between your ideas. If I hold down the Option key while dragging one note onto another, the notes will be connected by an arrow. Holding down Option and Command will create an arrow pointing in the opposite direction, and Shift Command will create an arrow pointing both ways. I can also hold down these same modifier keys when creating a new note. So, for instance, if I select a note and then hold down Option while double-clicking to create a new note, the selected note will point to the new one. I can even move connected notes by dragging the connection between them. And if I double-click on a connection between two notes, a new note is created that is connected to them both. Deleting a note is as easy as selecting it and then hitting the Delete key. That's pretty much all you need to know to start hashing out your ideas in Scapple. Create notes anywhere, then connect them and move them around to explore the connections between your thoughts. As you develop your ideas though, you might want to give some notes more weight than others, or add visual flourishes. That's easy enough. Let's open Scapple's inspector, either from the View menu or by using the keyboard shortcut Option-Command-I. I can use the inspector to change the text style of my note, making it bigger or adding bold and color, for instance. I can also add a border and fill color to my notes. I can even change their shapes. I'm going to make this note a thought cloud, for instance, and this one jagged. Sometimes you'll want to create lists of notes. This is easy to do. If I create a note and then hit Command Return, a new note is created that is stacked beneath. I can also stack existing notes by selecting them and choosing Notes Stack from the menu. The notes will be stacked beneath the notes selected first. If I edit or remove a note in a stack, the other notes in the stack adjust their positions accordingly. The Notes menu provides a number of other ways to arrange my notes too. For instance, I can select notes and align their centers. You'll often want to group related ideas. For this, you use background shapes. To create a new background shape, I control-click where I want it placed and choose New Background Shape. I can now drag it around and resize it, and I can drag notes into the shape. If I turn on the magnetic option in the inspector, then dragging the shape will also move any notes inside or overlapping it. Background shapes can be styled in the same way as other notes. Scapple has a few handy features that make navigating your ideas easier. For example, I can use the zoom slider in the footer bar to zoom in on my work, or I can use the Option-Command Up and Down keyboard shortcuts. Anytime I want to get a quick overview of my entire canvas, holding down Z zooms out and shows me everything. Releasing Z zooms back in, but with the focus where the mouse is. This is a great way of moving between notes on a large canvas. Another way of navigating is to hold down the spacebar. I can then use the mouse to drag scroll around the canvas. Holding down M puts me into movement mode. This mode is indicated by the icon in the left of the footer bar. In this mode, using the arrow keys on the keyboard moves the selected notes around. Holding down Shift or Command Shift speeds up the movement. Pressing M again returns me to regular selection mode, in which the arrow keys change the selection. Once you're ready to share or print your ideas, use the File menu. There you'll find options for creating an image or PDF file from your canvas, and the option to export to a text file. You can even drag notes directly from Scapple into Scrivener's binder or freeform corkboard. That's everything you need to know to make effective use of Scapple. It's simple but powerful. I hope you're now ready to start making some connections of your own. Thanks for watching.